Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a little bit of a wrap-up video on the 1932 Aston Martin LM8. We're added a bunch of details to it, and I'm going to kind of go over what those are before we take this all apart and get it ready for paint. So let's get started. Okay guys, so part of capturing the spirit of a CycleKart is getting some of the details, some of the design cues of the original car. In this case, this car has headlights, it's got leather belts, it's got little design cues like that on the original car. So I was lucky enough to meet a person via the Facebook that actually has an Aston Martin, and they sent me some pictures and gave me some guidance on what some of these things are and what they are. So let me show you these pictures real quick. So here's our inspiration car. This is the LM8, 1932 Aston Martin LM8. And you'll notice from picture to picture, this one has painted headlights. This other picture of the same car, this is black and white, but these are clearly chrome headlights. So this car has different headlights, I guess, for different events or maybe different setups. It's got this little oil tank right here, that little round circle. And this other little round circle is the cover for the starter, for the manual starter. And this is the Aston Martin that I said I met on the Facebook. Rick Rader and his brother. They have this car. They've had it for a lot of years, and they race it in the East Coast, I think mostly Tennessee in that area. But they sent me the picture of their car. So their oil tank's in a slightly different spot. I think this was a slightly earlier car. But here's some more pictures of the front end of that car. So there's a little cover that goes over this little rod for the crank start. And here it is in the place. So anyway, so I've done that on this car. I'll take you over and show you that. So here's the little cover, and I'm going to use some JB Weldon and screw in, or not screw in, but glue in a socket, like a socket extension to stick out of here to give it that look. And then this is the part I got online to a little for the phony oil tank. So this is just a gas tank filler cap, and I've riveted that in place, made a little circle around it to make it look like it's bolted in for the oil tank. So this whole section is going to get louvers throughout like the original. I made these headlight mounts out of, I think this is 3/4 inch tubing. Made some mounts for it, and then the headlights got on Amazon. I think these are $14. These are like off-road headlights for a truck. And there's just a little metal plate that's here that we bolt it to. And then the headlight wiring is going to go down through here, through that little hole down here. I still have to wire this up yet into the harness, but that's where it's going to go. I made this little frame. This is going to get like wire mesh in it. This is a rock guard for the radiator, and the radiator behind is going to get like a screen mesh of some sort to cover that up, so it looks like a radiator. And we'll paint the number on the cover on this part of it. The leather belts are again from Amazon. These are, I think, 54-inch belts, leather belts, and I made these little brackets to keep the belts from sliding all over, because they're pretty long if you don't use these little brackets. The original car has these little brackets on it. So the leather kind of goes through there so it doesn't slide all over the hood. And on the one side I made little springs. So these are just springs from Ace Hardware or True Value. And when you take the hood on and off, I'll kind of show you how this works. So unstrap it, you'll see this move down here as I kind of pull up on it to strap it. And then you pull that down through there. Pull that down through there. And then our hood opens. So pretty simple, but it captures the spirit of the car and the look of it. Put the straps back up through this little holder. So this is not going to come off and on very often, but when we do need to get into, refill the brake reservoir or whatever, adjust any kind of steering on the tie rods or whatever, it makes it easy to get into under the hood area. We've got a similar little bracket on the other side. If you want to come over here, this side here on the hood tops, and then the bottom is just a solid mount. You can probably see it better on this side. I just made a little piece of aluminum that will rivet that right to the body. Let's see, move around to the dash. We redid the dash, made a new piece of wood for the dash, and then I made some little plate covers to cover up right in here. Give somewhere for your legs to rest against, because it was pretty open in there. And this will get some switches on it over here on this side, kind of like a James Bond sort of switches. And I'll put the gauges back in it. We have them out right now. Okay guys, so that's kind of it on the little details I've done since our last video. This car is ready to be taken apart and painted. So that'll be my next thing, just get this all torn apart, get all the pieces prepped and ready for paint. And that'll be the fun part. So make it look shiny and green. So I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. It's really important apparently for the YouTube. And ring the little bell to get notifications. Follow us on Facebook, CycleKart North America, and Arizona CycleKart Club. Thanks again for watching, guys. See you next time.